Thank you for inviting me for an interview.
Thanks for coming out and for having me on the show.
My pleasure. Okay, Change Man, the new album by Michael Loud. So describe to everyone the meaning behind that title. Take us into your world.
Change Man, it's one of the singles on the album, but the title represents more than the song itself.
Okay.
The title is an expression of change from the old me to the new me. It's a feeling of maturing from a boy to a man. It also represents the fans who feel the same way about change that I do. People that have past regrets, but is humble enough to realize their mistakes and then change for the better. Each song has its own message, has its own meaning as well, but it all represents that one title, and it's the album, Change Man.
Astounding. Wow. Looking at your album credits, one of the things that caught my attention is the fact that you wrote and produced the entire album. Now, I've interviewed a lot of people, but not a lot of artists can say that they wrote and produced their entire album. What's your secret? Tell us about your hidden gift that you have.
Well, I want to thank you first and foremost. My talent came with a lot of pain and struggles early on in life. The will to survive in one of the worst neighborhoods in Chicago may have motivated me to succeed at whatever I tried to do.
Okay.
Apart from basketball and other things, music happened to be the thing for me, which started at the age of 10 and 16, singing and playing. It didn't take me but a month to learn how to play music by ear, which also helped me to become a better songwriter.
I like that.
I got my first break at the age of, I think it was 17. Still in high school, I discovered from a friend that a startup non-profit label by the name of Team Patrol Records were looking for a young but talented record producer. So I ran into the opportunity, of course. The audition, I believe, was held at Corliss High School. I was attending CVS at the time. But it's funny because I played an original song for them, and next thing you know, I was Team Patrol Records' new and lead record producer at 17.
You have got to be kidding me, 17?
Yes, ma'am.
I admire the work ethic behind the music, so who are some of the people that helped you get your start?
Well, at 16, my father is the one that brought me my first keyboard.
Cool.
It's funny because when he gave it to me, I asked him, and I looked like this. I said, what am I supposed to do with this? You know, because I never had any interest in music instruments before, up until the age of 17. Or 16 rather, but he told me to figure it out, and that's what I did. I figured out how to play by listening to the radio while trying to play what I heard each day. So I thank my father to this day for that.
Cool.
Another special person I want to thank is Lillian Commons of Team Patrol Records. She's another person who I give much credit and respect to, because she groomed me basically from day one on becoming a great producer and songwriter.
Okay.
She allowed me to keep the company's equipment, such as the keyboard and MP3 or MPC machine, and you're talking a lot of money. You're talking thousands of dollars worth of equipment. So no doubt that trust was there, and I truly respect that, and I appreciate that to this day. That helped me a lot.
Excellent. So what was your experience with Team Patrol Records?
It was a great experience, I kid you not, because at the time we were all very young and we just wanted to do something fun basically. We didn't know where our music would take us or if we would ever even get paid for it. We just wanted people to hear us. I can honestly say that we were like a mini version of Motown Records. I mean, every act on Team Patrol was just amazing, from their singing, rapping to songwriting, etc. You name it, we had it.
But you wrote most of the songs on the label, correct?
Well, no, I wrote a nice amount, but those teenagers younger than me at the time, they wrote most of their own songs actually. They were just amazing. All they needed me to do was put music to their songs, and that's how we all connected.
How many acts?
It had to have been at least 10 acts at the time from different cities, not just from Chicago, but mainly from Chicago. Most of the acts were family, but those who weren't family became family because the bond was real tight, you know. I won't say that everything was perfect because here and there would be personality clashes, but we always managed to get through our differences, and because of that we got a lot of work done and we have accomplished a lot in that short time span.
Okay.
It was fun. It was fun and a great learning experience. I sing because I like to display expressions and thoughts through music other than ink on paper or even in speech. It's like a daily journal for me. The only difference is I express my thoughts in songs instead of journal, but I want to make music that people can feel, relate to, meditate on, you know, motivate and be inspired by. I love being behind the scenes. I'm always in the studio making music and songs for other people as well.
Well, you go, boy. I manage it. Speaking of behind the scenes, I'm hearing that you're a filmmaker as well. But that's another day and another interview in which I'm eager to hear from you about that. And I'm looking forward for your first film release.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Last question. So tell us, what do you want people and fans to take away from this album, Changed Man? Which is an amazing album, by the way. I love all 12 songs.
Can I ask you, what's your 2 favorite songs?
Oh, why you put me on the spot? Oh my gosh. Well, really, I love Changed Man and My Cutie, but they all touch me in some way.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, from this album, I just want people to pay more attention to the simple things in life. You know, you don't necessarily have to have $1 million to take your girl out on a date or put on get-togethers, picnics, you know, things of that nature.
Okay.
You don't have to drive the latest and most expensive car in order to have a great time with friends or family.
Okay.
I also want our men to appreciate their women just a little more, you know, than usual, because when they say goodbye, men fail to realize how much that hurts. And thus they hide their real feelings. You know, it's all about spending just a little more time with our mate, because if you don't, guess what? They're going to end up spending time with someone else. Is that not true?
Okay.
I think that if you have enough money to provide for your family and some extra money for good times, you know, that's all you really need to be happy. We tend to overwork ourselves and work very long hours just to buy, you know, that big house, you know, that big car, to the point where we forget about our mate, family, and friends.
Okay.
Even kids, you know, it's sad to say. So this album just puts more emphasis on the little things of life and how we can appreciate even it.
Okay.
So if that's a change that some of us need to make, it's definitely designed for that. You know, if you feel like you need to make that change, or if you just want to listen to it, you know, it's for you.
So awesome, amazing stuff. So Michael, I want to thank you for being on the show. It was all the more pleasure than we expected.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Keep doing your thing, Laos.
Sometimes